So we left off here. We're at the site of the next right, the Hulk of Oars. Our vessel has been made seaworthy by Big Bertrude, who is an acquaintance of Sandalwood, who seems to be kind of pulling the strings for us, or at least aiding us in our ability to get to and from the various rights locations. So let's see what's going to happen now. All right, Jody wants to talk. What's up, Jody? Reader, a moment of your time. You ask what's on her mind. Hedwyn. He is beginning to recover from his illness. However, its sudden onset serves as a reminder, I believe. I have known Hedwyn since he was a child. Even now, I hesitate to say that he is grown. Nevertheless, there are such things that even I would never say to him directly. For instance, I struggle with his confidence at times. Whether he leads us to our freedom or our doom, I'm ambivalent. Speak not a word of this to him, of course, in case that is unclear. I should tell him in my own way if and when the time requires. In any case, when times remind me of his mortal weakness, I end up having to consider what should happen should we become separated permanently. She trails off a while. What I mean to say is, you should know that I am fully pledged now to this quest of ours, whether Hedwyn is the one to lead us to its end or not. I have my reasons. One of them is him. I expect the same holds true for you. That is all I wish to say. Take care, reader. Thank you, Jody. She cares. She loves him so much. She nods and brushes past you towards the door. Big softy. I'm a big fan of big, strong, scary-looking characters that are, in fact, big softies that care and love everybody so much. It's one of my favorite, tropes, I guess. Okay, let's see what else is going on around our black wagon. We've got a fish, a silver cudgelhead, a limbless, cold-blooded creature rescued from the sea. It is fully grown and has led a rich life. If only we could all say the same. We've got a bell. Among the black wagon's seafaring equipment, Hedwyn uses it to signal when food is ready. It's a keepsake from Big Bertrude. Thank you. Book of Rights. Let's see what we can learn. Down the river, in the words of Gol, the Master General. The Emperor Solium Mur knew not of this, of course. His expedition yielded not the treasure he desired, but brought him closer to his country than he had ever been before. As he traveled down the river Sklorian in pursuit of greed, he found instead an inkling of shame. He saw the sunken faces of his people, heard their words for him. In time, he could not ignore it, and it proved more than he could bear. The river finally claimed him, his belongings, and his retinue. Once the people heard, I understand, they cried with joy. Perhaps he ought have perished, but the mercy shown to him, I think, is what transformed him. So, led in his greed to find the celestial orb, manipulated by his advisor, because there's always an evil advisor, as he was traveling his realm, he found that people were suffering. And he has done nothing. So, kind of what we talked about in the beginning of this when I went in my little rant. Excuse me. Knowledge is power. And seeing other people's experiences, knowing about other people's experiences, whether it's seeing it firsthand or reading about it in some way, opens your mind and hopefully makes you more empathetic, more loving, and more understanding of other people's struggles so we can fight together to help them. When the river claimed him, the people were overjoyed. They wanted him dead. He was in what they believed to be a corrupt, evil man, so why shouldn't they? He's done nothing for them. Why should they care if he lives or dies? So even though he should have died, he lived, and that mercy, that luck, allowed him to change. And anybody can change, really. We just need the right forces that push us onward, maybe. Alright, it looks like that's all there is here. Let us continue. Looks like there's something going on in the slug market. Oh, hey, you guys. Funny running into you out here right in the middle of the drink. Know what I mean? Not a lot of customers today, so have a look. I'll give you a good deal. Well, you may have this fish. Yeah, that's a good fucking fish. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so let's see if there's anything we want here. More presence, more hope. Raises the bearer's range by 8% when casting. Gains health. Deals more damage. Moves faster. We don't have enough money for that, but I want to save up for that. That's 200. So that's what we'll do. We're pretty close. Come see us again, guys. Bye, Ron. Commence the rite. We have reached our celestial landmark. Having landed at the Hulk of Oars, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence again. What do you think, Tizo? Don't I look just like Mr. Hedwin? Ooh. Tizo is worried that Hedwin is still feeling unwell. Wait, I think... What's that? New character time. A serpentine creature emerges from the water, followed by several others of its kind. You recognize it as a worm of the Sea Dominion. What they are all doing here, you see, plain by the ritual raiments, the nearest one somehow loosens its mask. Look at this little goofball. Good sirs, good ladies. So it is you that heed the summons to glorious competition against this knight and his brigade. Well then, let us do battle now without delay. More than our freedom is at stake here, but our very honor. And this knight fully intends to reclaim his. Oh, and lest this knight forget, he is called Sir Gilman. He salutes you on behalf of all the Pyre hearts until the contest. So Sir Gilman is incredible. He is a once proud knight of the Sea Dominion on a self-made quest to regain his armor. He leads the Pyre hearts, a triumvirate of worm knights who perceive the rites as great battles to be won. This is all a matter of honor to him, as a loyal knight of the realm. He splashes out of view just as the stars above begin to shimmer with strange light. And here we go. Jumping right into it. My soapbox notwithstanding.
Relentless, aren't we, reader?
Of course.
Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here unto the Hulk of Oris.
Oh, I've been
You would be
Oris.
wise not to underestimate your adversaries here, despite their pitiable look. I am, of course, referring to the Pyre hearts. These rites are but another war to them, and that makes you their mortal enemy. I expect your battle to be glorious.
Glory. So we've got a bit of a court mix-up here. The baskets are in different places. So maybe basketball would be more different, or be a little more enjoyable if things actually, changed. Put some holes in there. Allow the inclusion of magic, perhaps. Switch up where the baskets are. If you get a basket, you can't play for a little bit. And then allow demons and bats and worms to play. I think this is what basketball really needs. I think that'll bring it up above baseball. You can do the same things to baseball too. It's also boring. Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting deck of the Hulk of Oris. As your adversaries clamber into view, Ruki paws up to them. Say, what are you worms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth or the Sea Dominion or wherever it is you're from? Ha! An excellent point. It seems that these adversaries in the rites are clever, wouldn't you say, sire? Just get rid of them already, Gilman. As your commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it. Hark! This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. No worm knight in history has withstood as many frontline battles. Doff your helm, sire, as is our custom. May our adversaries tremble at the sight of you. Sir Gilman attends to his commander's mask, despite his protests. Wait, give this knight his mask. This knight hereby presents you to this great Sir Deluge. A noble visage, is it not? Sir Deluge is a petty worm knight of the Sea Dominion who somehow survived countless battles. Sir Deluge trembles and squirms. His eye is popping from his head. So yes, you can swim or no? Ha! Of course we knights can swim. All knights of the Sea Dominion can. But we are exiles in this land, the same as ye. We can't swim, 'tis true, but 'tis summarily impossible to swim back up the river, down which we were flushed to end up here. Nay, there is but one way to return. Silence, Gilman. Nobody cares. Back to your post. Sir Gilman hesitates, but does as he is told. This knight knows who you are, Nightwings, and he is not afraid of you. He somehow climbs back into his mask and coils up to his full height. Now, en garde! The exiles of the Worm Triumvirate take their positions as you focus on the Book of Rites. Look at them. Reader, Hedwin's illness means he cannot help us here. He shall be counting on us.
Who shall conduct the
Alright.
rites?
I think last time we used the big three. So let's go with Tizo, the bestest boy. Let's go with Kay.
Okay.
And let's see. Jesus, got some level up stuff. What is he? I'll choose Jody.
Very
Alright,
well.
let us make short work of this lot. Gilman, status report. What is the enemy's position? They now stand ready to confront us, sire. A brave, very brave triumvirate. They seem to this knight's eye. Brave? Air-sucking monsters, one and all. Pyre hearts, be ready! Sir Gilman is just a treasure.
Begin.
Beep, beep.
The
Aha.
devil is caught out. First
Ho-ho.
to be banished.
Oops. Yeah! Go, Tizo. You're the best. And we love you. Oh. Gotcha.
Another battle.
Oh. Got him, got him, got him. Look at us go. No. Go, Kay, go. Sports ball. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hell yeah. So there's generally like talking when I think you get about 20 or you get about 50% of their pyre down. So we'll try to get them to about 50%. Just so we can get some cool dialogue, and then we'll let them win. Aha! Zap! Couldn't have said it better myself, Mr. Voice. No! Oh, shit, shit, shit. That was embarrassing. Hello! There we go. Anything to say? Yep, there we go. Gilman, your form is sloppy. Fight them as though your miserable life is on the line. Your words do wound me, sire. This knight gives every right his very, very best. Though perhaps we do have much to learn from such a brave triumvirate as the one whom we now face. Whose side are you on? Get out there and vanquish them at once. Tizo notes the Pyre hearts seem to be too busy arguing to pay you any attention.
There seems to be dissension in your adversary's ranks. It is little wonder these fool worm knights are no longer fit to serve the Commonwealth.
Alright, can they do anything? Hey. Hey. Guys. Like. Okay, there we go. Come on. Do something. There we go.
Burning flame to ash.
They just need a little kick in the butt is all. All right, let's get out of their way. Everybody be very nice to them.
Unfortunate.
What a comeback. Who could have seen this coming? Not this person. Wow.
Shame.
Look at him go. Just kicking me right in the nads over and over and over again.
That ought to wake you up.
This is embarrassing to me. I can't believe it. Can't believe it.
That Sir Deluse did fling himself upon the flames.
That he did.
Perhaps
Hugh.
you are unworthy.
Perhaps. Oh. Oh no, I hope I don't accidentally pass it to the bad guys. Alright, come on, guys. You can do it. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. It's like herding cats. Snakes, I guess. Let's go. Oh no, he flanked me and still lost. Come on. You can do it. Oh no. Oh. He's just so fast. He's just so swift.
The Pyre Hearts prevail.
Aritia.
Able performance overall.
Indeed. It was so close.
Ceremony is complete.
It was really anybody's game. Bravely fought, noble Knight Wings. This knight's blood ran hot during our glorious contest, and he is most grateful for it. Gilman, how dare you to salute the enemy? It is their kind that put you in this quandary. Ah, sire, then it would seem this knight forgets his place. Come then, lead us on to greater victories. Tizo is frustrated at having been defeated by the Worm Knights of the Withdrawn. I'm sorry. And the Withdrawn. I don't think they're the Withdrawn. I thought the Bog people were the Withdrawn. I think these guys are the Pyre Hearts. Those Worm Knights, they seem very funny at first, I thought. But then we lost? Indeed, we did. There is a pattern to be seen here, Kay. Perhaps your scribes will see it. Focus, training, prowess, the path towards survival on the blood border. These rites make similar demands of us. Alright, Jody. Choose a mastery. Gains 4 presence, raising the size of her aura. Gains 35 health to the Pyre. After using her rush to launch forward, Jody can rush again. Let's do that. I don't want to give my Pyre more health and make the matches last even longer, because they have to work more to beat me. Alright, looks like everybody got their level up.
The next right.
Excellent. Alright, so what's gonna happen next? After falling to the Pyre Hearts... Okay, it was the Pyre Hearts. In your latest confrontation, you at last return to the wagon with your companions. There's little discussion of the Pyre Hearts, who seem to have already swam off towards wherever next the stars directed them. Instead, your fellow exile's attention turns towards your companion who is absent for the rite. Hedwyn. How is Hedwyn? The lone minstrel makes a sound, but no words form as yet. Something is troubling him. I urged him to remain bedridden. And he simply wouldn't listen. I'm very sorry, but... Wait, what? Everyone stares at the lone minstrel in stunned silence. The lone minstrel breathes a heavy sigh. But then... Hey, what's with the long faces, everyone? Minstrel, I should wring that neck of yours. As I was attempting to explain, Hedwyn is already up and about, despite my having strongly recommended further rest. Those that are unaccustomed to sea voyage and take ill, they are very likely to experience further symptoms if they do not remain bedridden, or at least sedentary. Hedwyn is running a considerable risk of having to spend another night in great discomfort. What are you, a doctor? Nay, although I have traveled once with one, extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern, Tariq, but I'm pretty well accustomed to discomfort here, and I had to see how things turned out tonight. I haven't had to stay out of a rite like that before. So you are back among the living then, Hedwyn? I was just seasick. Nevertheless, your full recovery requires rest. See, Tariq knows what's up. Take care of yourselves, people. I think we could all use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you everyone for your concern, and I'm sorry that I worried you or caused you further burden. He turns to you. My friend, what do you say we figure out where to go next? I'm beginning to miss being on solid ground. You follow him outside where the night sky awaits. Where to next? Hey, I wanted to thank you for conducting the rite back there without me. I could rest easy knowing you and the others would get through it. Anyway, I'll leave you to your reading. Can't begin to imagine where we'll be off to next. We're well past anywhere in the downside I've ever been. Even Jody hasn't gone this far. He bids you a good evening as you turn your attention back to the sky. The stars shine down upon you. Where to next? Seems like we're headed for the north. Triesta, the Silver Star. The Silver Star burns bright over the fissured lands of Black Basin. What monstrosity awaits us here? A strange horse. Still further north, then. Indeed. Not simply north. This shall prove difficult. What's the problem? Our destination is beyond the deathless tempest. Hell yeah. The tempest raging in the Sea of Soul is seemingly for all eternity. The storm that arose after the death of the sea titan, unfathomed Plurnus, never has entirely subsided. A vessel such as ours has little hope of traversing it intact. Can't we go around it? Given our confrontation with the Pyre Hearts, our chances back in worm-held waters would be even worse. Come on, people, it's just another day in the downside. Go get yourselves some sleep while we still can, but you'll feel better in the morning. Your optimism is infectious. Isn't it? You all concur, because he's a dog, that rest is in order. For the sea journey has been taxing to everyone. Come daybreak, you shall have to find a way to sail past the deathless tempest. How can it kill us if it's deathless? Oh, Tizo. What's gonna happen? Tizo has been in a rather cheerful mood since being out at sea and seems pleased to see you. Oh, that's good. Lots of fish, I assume. Hi! Eee! Tizo is grateful at having had the opportunity to catch a fish for all time's sake. I'm so happy to indulge you. You deserve the world. Yuck! Tizo is asking if you want to know why he loves fishing so much. Yes, tell me everything. You sense his inquiry is rhetorical in nature, so you anticipate his response. Tizo loves catching fish because he hates them and everything they stand for. Wow, that's strong. Scarahum? He has devoted his life to the eradication of their kind ever since they killed... Oh, gosh. He seems on the verge of tears, though as far as you are aware, imps cannot cry. Oh my gosh. Give him a hug. Then he leers at you, eyes wide, expecting a response. It seems he told you, oh. How to respond to Tizo's attempt at humor. You got me good, Tizo. Laugh heartily. Tizo seems like he could use encouragement, assuming what he said was, in fact, in jest. Smile and nod. It was a noble effort, though perhaps you do not yet fully grasp the nuance of imp humor. Now is not the time for Tizo to be making jokes. You're on a very serious quest. Anyone who says that, cut them out of your life. They're toxic, and you don't want anything to do with anyone who would be mean to this frickin' face. We're going to laugh heartily. I'm going to side with Tizo on this since it means so much. It does mean a lot to him. It absolutely does. Everybody needs some frickin' joy in their life. And I thought it was a good joke after you learned that his family wasn't eradicated. And he doesn't mean to do genocide. You must do your best belly laugh following Tizo's joke. He stares at you sidelong for a moment. Come on. Tizo admits the real reason he loves catching fish is because Falconron pays a lot of soul for them. Aw, he wants to help us. He snickers back at you and bounces off. Tizo gained +1 hope for the next rite. Let us move on. I would have, said good things to Tizo with no reward, except for Tizo's sweet smile. Alright, so let's see. We've got our two options here. Ragged Rock. The north current towards Stormwall passes by old carcasses of ships long gone. Rookie spotted wreckage in the area and believes there could be valuables. Our Froth Sea. The south current towards Stormwall brims with large creatures. Tizo seems very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. Our decision has been made. Our king, our prince, our boy recommended this. The Tizo has been much more animated, even than usual. Oh, what is it, little one? Squeaky! Tizo seems to think something very delicious is in these waters. It's surprising that hell would have good food, like good fish. I guess it's hard to get out here, but you'd think all the fish would be incredibly dangerous or toxic or more willing to eat you. He keeps on screeching. I don't think I've ever seen him like this. Wait, what is he? Just then Tizo dives into the water and vanishes into the depths. Oh, I hope he can swim. He can, but he appears crestfallen when he finally returns, his claws empty. Empty, except when I filled him with a hug. Proom! Tizo is very disappointed that whatever he attempted to catch eluded him. That hottie is some type of witch girl. Her name is Kay. I got to name her because she forgot her name. Kay begins to sob uncontrollably. The two revel in each other's misery for a time. Understandable. Kay and Tizo lost hope for... Oh, no. Yeah, druids are also hot. I fear that she's a little young, so I don't want to lean too hard into the ooh la la of it all. But she's got a good vibe. Then again, nothing is ever stated, so who knows? You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then something in the nearby water stirs, and from it springs something familiar. It's Sir Goofball, Sir Gilman. Hold, good ladies and good sirs, this knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. You could be good friends. She'll teach you some druid magic. She seems to be in one with the scribes, the myth, the legends of the realm. So she seems like a supportive person. Good personality. Not like toxic positivity, but like good vibes. Good vibes. Old good... yeah, okay. What is it now, Worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do! And in turn, this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it, then. Let us be joined! Let this knight join you, please! Can you believe this, Edwin? Not really, no. Nay, look at you, sir, not so surprised. Your valor and the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you, upon his long-lost honor, as a would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion, that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there, the Pyre Hearts? They are base cowards! This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the Hulk of Horus. 'Twas so merciful of you to hand to us an unearned victory. He's on to me. He knows I'm throwing the game, guys. I have to let him in, otherwise he's going to call the commission on us or whatever. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. Is it not so that you seek passage to the north? With this knight's aid you shall achieve your wish. Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way to cross the storm, some sort of long-held secret among worms exiled to these waters. Jody pulls the rest of you aside after Hedwyn gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Well, that's rude. Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're going to get. Jody glowers back at the worm, who tries his best to look presentable. Look at him. Edwin is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you cross the Deathless Tempest, then he can come along for now. Oh. I forgot about that art. It's so cute. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you past the storm. I want to hug him. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessing in the name of the Nightwings, and thus shall he go forth. Sir Gilman seems to be asking your permission. Tentatively agree to whatever he is asking so he can get on with it already. It is not clear to you as to what exactly Sir Gilman intends to do for you right now. I will tentatively agree. As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths, yet through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he intends to do. Sir Gilman is determined to help you cross the Deathless Tempest. He's a bro. He's gonna be our friend now. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwing, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Master Reader, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now. Lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought be not far east of here. Today we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden. But they are highly just. He understands the difference. He understands that there is nuance. Thus Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Traverse the reef. Whee! So he's got a little jump here. And he's got a slash where he kind of like goes backwards. Whee! Slither allows us to go a little further and faster. Whee! Hark! Yonder lie the foul spawn of Unfathomed Plurnus, boiling the sea with their wrath. So Unfathomed Plurnus is the sea titan once slain by the scribe Underking Ores. Her brood lies dormant in the sea. Tales of her monstrosity long spread across the world. The Book of Rites. Exiled worms within these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downside channels for any save this knight's own kind. Begone now from here, fiends! This night shall finish what the Underking Ores started. So Underking Ores is the seventh of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Persevering or the Sea Sojourner. The legendary leader of the Worms' undersea crusade sought to reach the edge of the abyss. Whee! Pop the bubbles, destroy the eggs. Okay, press X to slash at the end of the trail. So like that. Okay. Whee! Whee! Banish the spawn. We've calmed the storm. Only to find more worms. Sir Deluge, in fact. Hold it right there, you traitorous slug. How dare you turn your back on this knight? To your superior. Superior by rank no longer, for we no longer serve the Commonwealth. Last this knight checked. Here you hold no sway over this knight. Ah! And what have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left at all? This knight has done that which required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Well, why, you dare to staunch the tempest of those Nightwings? Good Sir Deluge. This knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this knight if you so dare as well. Ah, Pyre hearts! Banish him, this is an order. Banish the Pyre hearts. Seems I must. You just run right through him. Whee! You see, Gilman, you shall ever be inferior even amongst the weakest of our kind. Gilman, where did you go? Gilman? Gilman! But Sir Gilman's banishment served as the perfect ruse for him to elude his adversaries and return to his newfound allies. Yay! This knight would say it is an honor serving you, Sir Luge, but that would be a bald-faced lie. and yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again. Wait, you lowly traitor, this night will have your head. Gilman! Get a drink. Cold coffee. It's nice. As the day wears on, there is still no sign of the Worm Knight. Your companions grow restless. But then, hail! This night returns with newfound tales to tell and new scars to show for them. Sir Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaken. Sounds like me. Like, every night. I don't know what that means. He struggles to maintain decorum. That definitely sounds like me. He is, in short, the very image of a Worm Knight. And more importantly, that little Tempest ought no longer pose a threat for you for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless Tempest begins to simmer and subside. Yay! Sir Gilman. Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course this knight did it. This knight can do anything. Anything. Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. Shut-eye, indeed. The Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Headwind help him up. A deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Night Wings. Yeah! I love him so much. I say that about everybody, but I really do love everyone. Huzzah! Excelsior! Sir Gilman joined the group. He also revealed the path north. Bid him welcome. Through the deathless tempest. Whee! Sir Gilman, Sir Gilman. I don't have a lot to add to Sir Gilman's commentary because everything he says is already fucking hilarious. Like, how do you make him funnier? With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the Tempest. You were true to your word, Worm. I shall give you that. But now what? We are stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Oh. Oh, a spark of romance, perhaps? Call me that once more, and I shall tie you in a knot. Kinky. Oh, he likes it too. Sir Gilman. You kinky little bastard. Hell yeah. I'm really like vibing and gelling with Sir Gilman right now. I also want Jodie to roughhouse me just a little bit. I feel like she would respect a safe word. She's not going to do anything too bad, but she'll give you what you want. Ah, and from one most spirited as well, this knight was wise to side with ye. Just, where do we turn from here? Answer the question, now. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. Then let me be the first to say, let's go. You are on the verge of sailing across the Sea of Solace, voyage onward. Say, Tariq. Aye, Rookie, what is it? That lute you're always carrying around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good, because I was thinking it's a little gloomy here, and we could use a little tune to lighten up the mood, know what I mean? Aye, then, let me see what I can do. To the Black Basin. You have not been to this region of the downside. Sir Gilman claims the downside's northern landmass should be just beyond these water. And then we get Tariq's beautiful voice.
Sorrowful tears and filled the waters high. The misty morning over the brine belies a leaden sky. The stars all hide away from the
Don't want to talk over this. It's really pretty.
the evening rise.
Ooh. The Black Basin. Frickin' jamming. last, your wagon rumbles onto solid, jagged ground, the land called the Black Basin. Basin? Black glass, searing vapor, and strangling forests mark the forsaken lands that loom across the sea. The 8 scribes first discovered this, the northern landmass of the downside. I believe it's all... I think the entire soundtrack is on Amazon. It's super good. And there are many songs that will make you cry. Because that's what we all want. We just want to feel. Line called the Black Basin. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Alright, let's see who wants to talk. Sir Gilman's here. He seems to have something on his mind. A helmet, perhaps? You approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. Like with his tail or something. He regards you with his single eye. Hail, Master Reader! This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Nightwings. He shall ensure that this triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honor! And this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the Pyre Hearts, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in a most honorable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law described within the books. You don't need to regain your honor. I like you the way you are, Sir Gilman. Some triumvirates this knight has met, and perchance mentioned by name, they are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong. The exile who refuses to obey the rules as they were written by the Under-King Orus and his 7 friends deserves neither his honor nor his freedom. Got ourselves a lawful good on our side, but like the goofy fun kind. Not like the stick in the mud, not allowed to have any joy in your life kind. Thusly does this knight have confidence the Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness, so please excuse him, Master Reader. He slithers off, humming some sort of chivalrous tune. You can't make Sir Gilman any funnier than he already is. He just exists in a constant state of just like goofy lovableness. Official certification of knighthood in the Commonwealth offset by Worm Knights. Sir Gilman's crest. Alright, nothing in the book. Can check to see if we've learned anything about any of our friends here. I don't think we've read anything about any of our new characters, our new 3, so let's see that. Kay is the faithful drifter. She is a young vagabond girl with an odd manner and an unshakable sense of curiosity. She appears to be a vagabond who has wandered the downside for some time and has somehow managed to get by. Her simple and sincere demeanor suggests she likely was shunned in the Commonwealth. Would have been considered a savage by the standards there. She seems unusually interested in the legend of the 8 scribes. So a savage is a simple folk ostracized for their deficiencies or differences, even prior to their sentencing. Also called the Moon Touch, they proved overly resistant to the principles of lawful society. The Commonwealth never did know how to handle those who did not fit neatly into its mold. It is said those born under a wild moon oft lead a charmed and troubled life. So she's just different. She doesn't fit in with the societal norms, so she gotta go. But she will find love here. Tizo is a venerable drive imp who seems to know the ins and outs of the Nightwing's black wagon, the Little Watcher. So imps are ravenous creatures indigenous to the downside, a scant few of which possess a higher intellect. Like Tizo here. Stand between the imp and its appetite if you wish to be eaten. Downside proverb. The drive imps specially trained to operate the intricate machinery in the black wagons of the downside. They are born and raised in the downside to operate black wagons and to keep other fauna well in check. Imps are known for having superior appetites, but not for having much in the way of intellect. This particular imp defies all such common understanding and seems to be deeply connected to the black wagon of the Nightwings, and perhaps the rites themselves. You and he quickly formed an understanding. And then our newest addition, Sir Gilman, the Honor Seeker. He is a once proud knight of the Sea Dominion on a self-made quest to regain his honor. So worms, relatively intelligent amphibians known for their chivalry, hot tempers, and reckless determination. It just sounds like a shonen protagonist. It was inevitable that the Sea Dominion's teeming masses clambered onto shore seeking glory. He was a worm knight. The title knight means nothing to the Commonwealth, but means a lot to the worms. Those who clambered from the depths found a willing new employer in the Commonwealth. One of the outlandish worm knights of the Sea Dominion, Sir Gilman appears to have withstood many battles in the name of the Commonwealth, which employs many of his kind for its ongoing war against the Highwing remnants. His exile seems to be self-imposed, though even he can only take so much abuse from his fellow knights. So the worms of the Sea Dominion, I guess, kind of like acted as mercenaries for the Commonwealth, and yet somehow the Commonwealth was able to exile a certain number of them, which seems kind of fucked. All right, I think that's everything. I haven't learned anything else about our other peoples, so let's continue. All right, no slug market. We've talked to everybody. Let's survey our surroundings here. You find that Hedwyn has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. All right, everyone, don't go too far, and let's meet back by dusk. Please, use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are, well, rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. Eventually, your companions make their way back, and everyone arrives as planned or earlier. Hi, everyone, I'm back. I have come back. Kay returns from the east with little to report, save for word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. Take her word for it. This knight yet lives, although he has little else to report. That's good enough for me. I'm glad you're alive, Sir Gilman. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from Northern Pass visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Prayak. Tizo wonders whether any species of fish lives in the pools or rock nearby. Little Imp Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you, near to the wagon. There is a western pass that seems traversable. If we travel by the light of dawn, the shadows in the crags may well cover our advance against whomever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madam, though in my experience we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb towards the nest of Trieste, where the next rite shall commence. The exiled harp matriarch lived in solitude among these cliffs. Excuse me. The exiles of the Highwing remnants, you may have no love for them inherently, but they have no such qualms with me. For now, I may be able to negotiate safe passage. Negotiate with them? Then Hedwyn steps in as the lone minstrel bows and backs away. We know Hedwyn has a history with a member of the Highwing remnants. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now. Not much we can agree on. We'll decide how best to go ahead come morning. For now, let's take the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. Judario glares at the sky as everyone else disperses. We have the rest of the day to practice vocations. Then we'll do what we always do. Mentor somebody to get some more flavor text. So let's see. Jody's good. Ruki's good. Kay's alright. Tizo's low. Gilman needs it. Gilman is so low. Let's mentor our new best friend. This knight shall be your eager protege. You and Sir Gilman spend some time reviewing some of the specific aspects of the rites, such as the properties of the aura. You sense he gains something from it. Yay, Sir Gilman. Huzzah! Great wisdom clouds over this knight's entire consciousness. Alright, so our options here are Depths of the Sea Sojourner, enhancing a worm's carefree and unpredictable nature. The Underking traveled all across the seas and survived many perilous adventures. Or Tactics of the Underking, enhancing a worm's maneuvers inspired by the traditional undersea warfare. There is no limbless undersea-faring warrior who has surpassed Underking Oris, though his kind keeps trying. Let's see. Valiant in return. If Sir Gilman and all his allies are banished, he shall instantly return. Once per round, when slaughtering his adversary, Sir Gilman freezes all exiles for 3 seconds. That's pretty cool. While Sir Gilman's allies are banished, he moves faster than usual. For 10 seconds after banishing an adversary, Sir Gilman deals additional 10 damage. Or we can go to the other side. After Sir Gilman banishes an adversary, one of his banished allies shall instantly return. That's pretty cool. After using a slash, Sir Gilman can use it to instantly return to his previous position. That sounds great. Sir Gilman's slash banishes adversaries in a wider area. After using his slash, Sir Gilman instantly recovers all his stamina. Let's see. Let's do the thing about the slashing. Sounds fun. This knight had no idea what the Master Reader said exactly, yet feels smarter nonetheless. He's so... Is he dumb? He is just a shonen protagonist. Gilman Uzumaki. Continue your journey. Alright, so you've got a couple options here. The Black Shore. The low road to the nest of Triesta passes through razor-sharp sands. Jody wishes to avoid the harps by staying on low ground. For Highwing Cove, the high road to the nest of Triesta is patrolled by the Commonwealth's ancient enemies. Lone Minstrel believes he can negotiate safe passage with the harps. Let's go for peace. Let's try to negotiate. And I want to see harpies. No particular reason. Show yourselves, you frightened little birds. All day long, winged shadows cross the sun. You are being watched. Jody is very unhappy about it, though. Lone Minstrel now attempts to calm her. Perhaps I can communicate with them. Please believe me, madam. When I say your enmity towards the harps had best be held in check here. Jody looks at him with fury in her eyes, yet he retains his calm demeanor. Soon she grants his request with a silent gesture. Then he calls towards the heaven. Good sisters, we are humble travelers such as you and beg your leave. We journeyed by the sea and seek safe passage through your lands. We shall not disturb your hunting or your nests. The request is met with nothing but silence. You search in vain for any indication of acknowledgement. Oh no. More hotties. Then without notice, one of them appears. She swoops the minstrel up and out of sight before Jody can respond. Damnation. Wait here, I shall go find him. For a long, terrible moment, you are alone with your panic. Soon, however, the lone minstrel returns amid the sound of flapping wings. He dusts his cloak and calls out towards them. We thank you for your hospitality, good sisters. We shall be on our way. Having seen this, Jody returns, sullen. The exiles of the Highwing remnants are letting you pass, for now. It seems they are having some dispute within their ranks and wish no further troubles for the time. It is a warning. One that leaves Jody fuming. Jody lost 4 hope for the... Oh gosh. I have upset her. I hope she doesn't take it out on me. Alright, our next rite site. At last you arrive at the nest of Triesta, where the next rite is soon to commence. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watched your wagon's ascent and remain watching now. Alright, so we've got a new page. Let's read on. To the lore. The hunt for a myrrh, and the words of Goal. My emperor lay there, bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness, he understood the folly of his quest, and the folly of his rule over his country. Thus did he await the last embrace. It was the imp Haub that nursed him back to health, and warned him often of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of Myrrh would come and search for him, some under employment of the rope collar, some longing openly for cold, uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure he was dead. So we're getting a lot of lore there. People did not like Solium Myrrh, but we know that Goal and a number of others are going to follow him because of his transformation. All right. Oh, hey, you guys, what brings you way out here? No, wait, don't tell me. I don't want to know. All I want is you get the best deals in the downside. I haven't gained any more money. I run out of money. Any adversaries banished by the bearer take 1 second longer to return. After dousing the adversary's pyre, the pyre's bearer is restored by 5. See, all these are really good, but I don't want to win. I want to lose, as is my right. Cheapskate. Oh, Falcon Ron. Rude. It's not my fault I don't have any money. Let's commence the rite. You and your fellow exiles gather on the blasted lands called the Nest of Trieste, expecting the imminent commencement of the rites. You see no sign of any adversaries, but then you hear a whooshing sound above. Oh, God. This is doing something for me. So, finding this attractive. Am I a furry? Am I something else? I just need to know where I stand. Like, if it makes me a furry, I'll wear the title, and I'll accept it for the truth that it has. But if I'm not a furry and I'm something else, I want to know. I want to advertise. I want to advertise myself properly. I want to know more about myself. But whatever this is, like goth bird mom, I'm into it. I'm really into it. Like, imagine the talons. Step on me with talons? That's pretty cool. Anyways, this then is what passes for night wings now. Such a rabble, not even dressed for the occasion yet. It seems the scribes have little pride in their tradition. Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come for talk. Oh no, my girls are arguing. No, you have come on behalf of your commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned filth. When at last we free ourselves, your home shall burn. With that, the harp swoops off as Jody glowers after her. Harp, winged warriors from the mountainous offskirts of the Commonwealth where they are feared. They fled to their mountain nests, awaiting the day when they would darken the skies and retake the land. It is only then that you realize another harp has come. This one's a little lit. It's less gothy, but it's still doing stuff for me. It's still working. She is quite serious, I assure you. I can help you sort her out. It's in our mutual interest. You know not of my interest. Let's give this another shot. Hi, my name's Pamitha Thane. Pamitha Thane. I love you, Pamitha. She appears to be one of the winged harps of the high wing remnants now bound in exile. The surly one back there, that was my blood sister. No need to judge her harshly, though. We've only met just now, though I must say, something about you reminds me of her. How dare you implicate that I have anything in common with your ilk? Jody, the racism, not an attractive quality. I'm going to be honest. Just then, Hedwyn shows up to intervene. He whispers something to Jody. No, Hedwyn, you cannot be serious. Jody, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Am I perhaps interrupting something? Say, by the by, however did you make it all this way across the sea? Didn't see you fly in. Trust is something I am loath to give away, Hedwyn, but you have set our course thus far, and I have followed, so do as you must. That sandalwood had better have an explanation for all this. Jody storms off as Hedwyn turns to you. What's your take on this one, my friend? Our informant wants someone for each mask. I hadn't expected we'd run into a harp, but here she is. What are you getting from her? The frickin' sweats. The burning passion. You turn your attention to Pamitha, who has been watching with bemused interest. Ah, reader, are you? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. No. She's so charming. Well, here I am. Gaze intently all you like and tell your comrade there the truth of it, why don't you? Oh, now she's flirting with me. You sense that she is conflicted about something, though you do not know what. You also sense, however, that her motives here and now are earnest. Edwin wants to know your initial impressions. She seems alright. You are willing to take Pamitha at her word and see in her the potential for a valuable new ally. Express your reservations. It may be that her training gives her some resistance to your scrutiny. Admit you don't know. Having only met her, you cannot sense whether to trust her and defer to Hedwyn. She seems alright by me. I just want her around. You tell Hedwyn that you think the group should take its chances with Pamitha and take her at her word. My thoughts as well. I think and hope Jody will come around. He then turns to Pamitha. I'm Hedwyn. We accept your offer on 2 conditions, if you'll hear me out. Conditions? Why sure, I love a good condition or two. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to drink, but I need something. First, after we've finished here tonight, you come along and make sure that your blood sister and her friends don't give us any trouble when we're headed out. Second, you'll have to find a way to get along with Jody, whom you met earlier. Brilliant. I had no plans to stick around here anyway. As for your demon friend, no doubt we'll get on famously. Now, I don't suppose you have an extra set of raiments I could use, because I think the rite is getting started. You look up and see that she is right. Pamitha Thane joined you. Yeah. We're getting the hotness. Boop boom boom boo doo 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 doo. Do 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 do.
I thought for sure the stars would have eluded you by now. Yet here you are, somehow.
I can't be stopped.
Upon the nest of Trieste.
My losing
And you've
is
swelled the ranks
unparalleled
of your triumvirate, not merely
and
with
cannot
another,
be
but with 2.
like
One from
stopped.
Pyre hearts, no less. And one who seeks
That's
the
also a
favor
hot
of
horse.
the adversaries whom you'll imminently face. They are the essence.
The
Winged
essence.
terrors, as you soon shall see. Can your longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home?
From a distance, you observe as Pamitha, now clad in Nightwing remnants, heads towards your adversaries on the right. You, what sort of heathen harp would dare take wing against us? Pamitha and Tamitha. Your new companion then loosens the bindings on her mask. Hello there, Tamitha. She is one of the ringed harps of the Highwing remnants, now bound in exile. Pamitha's blood sister stares back at her a while before responding. What in the saint's name are you doing here with them? So they are speaking of Saint Triestitithis, 5th of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Disciplined or the Blessed Born. The eldest of the Harp Matriarchs, she anointed the Book of Rites and gave its words their power. Doubtless come to dig your talons in my back again? No, sister, I've come to have a word with you. Save it. I cannot help but share your poisoned blood, but I shan't ever count to you as my sister. You expect me to believe that you came all this way for talk. You waste your time as ever. Much life, if not a waste of time, dear sister. Give me a chance, why don't you? What do you even have to lose anymore? Besides, I've come a long way. Silence, you shan't have come here, and the time for talk is long since past. If only you could see yourself again consorting with my enemies. Fine, then savor their defeat. But I warn you, stay away from me. Pamitha says nothing more as her blood sister turns away again. Pamitha gets your attention. Listen to me, reader darling. The rest of you are ill-equipped to navigate this place. Let me conduct this rite on your behalf, and my wings will bring you victory. No, they won't. I'm in charge. Dear lady, your words ring true. This knight is flattered that you have not eaten him, as is the tendency among your kind. This knight hereby volunteers his post in the triumvirate for thee. Sir Gilman refuses to participate in the rites this night so that Pamitha can face her sister. You observe the treacherous terrain. Pamitha should be better suited to the rites here than the rest of you.
Who shall conduct the rite?
Pamitha. Why, I thought you'd never ask there, darling. I accept. If the little bird is going to conduct the rites for us, then I shall not. Man, my choices are quite limited. Edwin, why don't you come along? It's been a while, and you like harps. You can count on me, my friend. And let's do Rookie. Okay, let's do more Tizo. He's got low XP. Kiki. Tizo promises to do his best against Tamitha and the Essence. I believe you, buddy. Come then, sister. Perhaps we are finished here. You'll spare a moment of your time. I shan't be tricked by you again, Pamitha. How poetic that we meet here in the downside. I can think of nowhere else where I would rather see you rot for what you did, to our people and to me. Pamitha seems to sense your presence and then catches your attention. Hello there, reader darling. I'm to be at your mercy in all this. I'd like it very much if you could minimize how often I'm to wallow in a state of banishment. Quickly, let me show you what we sisters of the High Wing Remnants can do. So she can fly, which I love.
That seems entirely unwise.
She can do dash, knocks others away with little bursts of wind, and tackle. Whee! Whee! I like this moveset a lot. See, darling, we harps, we're not so bad. Now I suppose you'd better get to work, Just don't go underestimating Pamitha over there. I trust you'll do the best you can. Pamitha is a vengeful tactician of the High Wing Remnants, who plot Commonwealth's ruin. To the skies, sister. Talon formation. Let's get out of the way. I guess I could win a little bit first. Oh, I forgot about that. Need to jump to get him. Edwin, was it? Tell me something. You know how to fly? I wish I did right about now. Then listen up. My blood sister there shall swoop right past you if you're careless. But we harps simply cannot get much altitude down here. So if she goes for any unfair tricks, just jump for it and catch her in the act. She's always hated when I used to do that to her. Now we can press square to jump. Oh! That's the good shit. Alright, and then we can do a little bit of this. Do a little bit of this. Ho! Oh. Pamitha, my love.
Fear not the purifying flame. Let's see you Nightwings keep this up.
Let's go, let's go. What are you gonna do? Oh, that. That's what he's gonna do. Oh! Yeah. Ho ho! Alright. Our girl's back. Gotcha. Alright, that does not go over that. Good to know. Dropped. Oh, I fell into this to the lava. Gotcha. No. Huh. Gotcha. This is a fun match. Ah. Whee! Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, so now that we've given him a good little shot here, we've had some fun. We have fun here. Oh no, I hope these harpies don't take advantage of me. There we go. Plunge it into me.
Down goes that one.
Oops. Oh, I'm gonna implode. Come on, guys.
Tread lightly.
You got me so well last time. Do something. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I'm way over here. Yay! Glory.
Poor exile.
That's right. Emasculate me, mommy. You alright? Get it done. There we go. Come on. Maybe I should turn up the difficulty.
Show of strength from the Nightwing's opponents.
Whee! Oh. You got it. Hooray! It's done.
The essence prevail.
Oh, man.
Meanwhile,
Just looking right into me.
adversaries wallow in defeat.
The eyes, the lipstick, the ears.
The right is ended.
It's stirring. You Commonwealth filth. How fortunate for you that here to underestimate us only brings defeat, however bitter. On the other side, your very lives would have been forfeit. Pamitha, wait, please. You found good company there, Pamitha. May you wither here with them. I hope sincerely we shan't ever meet again. Pamitha watches as her blood sister departs. Hey, she's gone. The rest of us are headed back. We'll figure it out from there. You coming? Sure, I don't see why not.
The eight scribes bless us with
Alright, headwind's pretty close. Everyone else got a little bit. Good job, Tizo. Good job, Gilman, even though you did nothing. Pamitha got a little bit. Alright.
until the next right.
Ooh, excuse me. Alright. After your flame was quenched by the essence in this evening's clash, you and the others returned to your wagon to consider your next move and how best to integrate Pamitha into the group. The essence again a triumvirate of the winged harps, harboring a deep hatred for the Commonwealth, led by Pamitha Thane. Pamitha's here. Don't worry, I won't be staying any longer than it takes. I like my air fresh, so I can sleep up on the roof. I trust the rites will cause my path and Pamitha's to cross again before long. You're welcome with us for now, Pamitha. Trust is what got us here, isn't that right, Ruki? Ruki does not seem to hear the question. He has been rather quiet since first encountering your new guest. Pamitha shoots him one of her smiles. Oh, she's hot and she knows it. He stammers something about having to check the wagon's wheels. I too struggle with talking with pretty women. That's all. He runs off. During this discussion, the minstrel pulls you aside. Reader, I ask a moment of your time outside. See, I'm too awkward to do anything. That's why I met my wife online. There is somewhere I must ask we go, here in Black Basin. Reader, by your leave, of course, and provided that the stars allow it, would you look upon them for us, please? We look towards the heavens. Seek it. Alright. How far up does this go? Looks like we've got a little bit more. It doesn't go out too much higher than that. What's this? Songfisher. Alright. Lu, the vernal star. The vernal star burns bright over the densest woods. The Glade of Lu, directly due west, then, and it's just as my client indicated. The Glade of Lu is where the next rite shall commence. The great sap scholar, Lu Sklorian, here vanquished the root titan limbless Arazek. This client of yours, our informant, Sandalwood. He entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us? You may ask him yourself. He awaits us somewhere in Wakingwood, due west. How do we find him? He shall find us. It seems you are soon to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn, you shall have to cross a single narrow path leading west, where he supposedly waits. Who wants to talk? Yeah. You approach Pamitha, who is kept to herself since she joined your small band. You sense she is unaware of you as she preens her flight feathers, but then she speaks up before you can do the same. Come to check up on me, reader darling. In those first moments when we met, that vote of confidence in me which you relayed to that nice headwind boy, I'm grateful you were willing to see past these wings. I like the wings. I want to be held in them. They seem really comfortable. One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself into your group and you just go with it. However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You'll see. I have business with my blood sister Pamitha and nothing more. You briefly met, I think. She's quite a catch. I agree with that as well. and to the little quibble between us, well, it's a long story all in all, one that's frankly no one's business here but hers and mine. You may have your business. I don't want to get involved. Unless some kind of sister-to-sister thing that can go on here, you know. I'm not against that idea. Surely we'll run into her again. Maybe not soon, but in time. And we have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyway, happy to aid you in your quest, until such time, especially to the extent that it aids me in mine. A simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You needn't concern yourself making small talk with someone like me, and besides, we harps have a saying, liars abound. More like flyers abound, am I right? You can unfollow now, if you wish. She swoops away before you can respond. Good, she didn't hear my terrible joke. Although I wouldn't mind her pity. This is Pamitha's moonshine. Whoa! Kept close in hand in the off chance of a good occasion or a very bad one. Hell yeah. Alright, I guess we can get moving. We'll do what we did last time and get to our new location. And probably end it there. It's been almost an hour and a half, so that's good time for us. A precarious path leading towards the woods, the Sulphur Main. The lone minstrel cautions that the one path down the cliffs is rather treacherous. Oh, nowhere to go but go. It does look a bit like a horse. The wagon has hit a snag, descending the black crags. Its wheel is stuck. Jody is not pleased. First that blasted little bird, now this. Though you lack Jody's raw strength, you join in as she attempts to dislodge the wagon. At last, with a roar and a heave, she forces the wagon back onto solid ground. May this sandalwood be worth all of the hassle. Thank you, Jody. I'm guessing sandalwood doesn't like to be kept waiting. He is very patient, on the contrary. Not I. Let us move on. Soon the wagon is prepared to press onward, down the jagged slopes towards Wakingwood. Your companions who explored ahead advise on which of the four paths is best. Flamberg lands on the northern plateau over the Wakingwood, pocked with seething fissures. Sir Gilman claims he can dig up something valuable. Or Glass Peak lands to the east of the Wakingwood, riddled with black crags. Pamitha says she can produce a talisman. I want her. Nothing against Gilman, but put up against the two, I really don't have a choice. Having gone the route Pamitha recommended, she directs you towards a particular crag no more conspicuous than any other. Now see, if it was between Pamitha and Tizo, we might be here for a minute thinking. They clip our wings before they cast us down, you know. But just the same, we learn to flit around a bit. Just watch. Pamitha swoops up to a nearby peak and disappears behind it. She does not keep you waiting long, and returns bearing an item of some sort. For you, reader darling, we Highwing remnants stash away such things for such occasions. Found the Titan's Tooth, which does what? After blocking airborne adversaries, the bear briefly stuns them and knocks them back. A large, old decaying tooth that, while decidedly unpleasant, grants a certain strength and confidence. Ooh, this is a slightly pleasant-looking forest. Having passed beyond the black crags, your wagon arrives at the edge of the Wakingwood. It is here that Sandalwood is to be expecting you. However, most puzzling, he ought to have met us here. You said he would find us himself. Aye, he was to find us at the edge of these woods. Are we supposed to keep waiting for him? We would desire for the stars to be your guide, as always. The rights beckon, and the rights take precedence above all else. Surely he shall find us yet. And let's keep moving. How do we get through these woods? The lone minstrel notes two possible paths forward from this point, though cautions that the woods are difficult to navigate, and Sandalwood would have known the most expedient path. Alright, lots of unknown places. So we got Needlefield, a small clearing east of the glade of Lugh. The lone minstrel says his client studied the rites here. Our Greymoor contains the grandest trees in all Wakingwood. His client once resided here. Well, gray's my favorite color, and I want more gray, so we're going here. Sandalwood has led a long life, compared with any of you at least. In the latest years of his exile, he became rather reclusive for a variety of reasons he shall no doubt explain. He found some solace here in these woods, though I fear I cannot locate his residence without him. Unfortunately, you find no trace of sandalwood, and without him there to guide you, you remain quite lost. The woods seem to have encroached. There is no path forward, while neither of the paths leading backward appear to match the route you took to this point. Okay, so Burnt Grove, Ashing Grounds, amid Waking Wood, Kay seems drawn to this location. The southern pass through the Waking Wood that Tizo seems to wish. Tizo it is. The woods are so disorienting at this point that you decide to break your camp and survey the surroundings for any clues. Perhaps later there shall be time to pursue your vocations. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Jody. Alright, I think this is actually a pretty good stopping point. We can come back. Got stuff to investigate. We can do Jody's trial. And we're just a few minutes away from the next rite. So I guess that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you're checking this out on YouTube, consider commenting, liking, subscribing, all of that nonsense that you've heard from every single person all the time. I can't offer anything special, I guess, except for my love to you. I don't know if I'll love you as much as I love Pamitha or Tizo, but you know, everyone's got their limits. Thank you for joining me today. Be well to yourself, be kind to yourself. Mental health and physical health are both important. Take breaks, drink water, give yourself some time for fun. You deserve it. You deserve it. Even if other people say you don't, or even if you yourself say that you don't, you still deserve good things, and you deserve love. Surround yourself by people who believe that too. I hope to see you again soon. Have a wonderful day.